A complicated situation involving a sexual predator in Hendry County took another turn today. Fox 4's Frank Sapolo is here with the latest developments.
And Jane, the reason that has become this has become so complicated for authorities is Hendry County is because the sexual predator in question is homeless. That had residents of LaBelle worried about his whereabouts, but today they received some welcome news.
Family members showed up at the Hendry County Sheriff's Office today to let police know they have found a home for David Ortiz. Since Monday, Ortiz has called this building home, the Department of Corrections State Probation Office in LaBelle. Released from a correctional facility last week, he showed up to report his whereabouts, which he's required to do by law, but then told authorities he was homeless.
And once he leaves one location to go to another, he has 48 hours to report.
Ortiz is the latest sexual predator to attempt to report his whereabouts and do so with no address to call home. 2 years ago, we reported the story of a man in Lee County who used this 24-hour Walmart in Lehigh Acres as his mailing address, something that did not sit well with residents. In this latest case, the reaction was the same. The folks at the Sheriff Department say they understand the community's concern, but they're quick to point out that during business hours, Ortiz was actually in this building using whatever he needed. And at night, he was outside the building, actually sleeping outside the building with an ankle monitoring bracelet, so they knew where he was at all times.
With his GPS and his ankle monitor, if he goes outside of where he's supposed to be, that device will send an alert to the probation officers. We in turn are then alerted. However, our deputies were keeping an eye on him.
For now, this issue has been resolved, but questions about what to do with those whose whereabouts need to be known and are not continues to perplex authorities.
Now, police did want to stress that Ortiz was not wandering around at night. They did know where he was at all times. Meanwhile, none of the family members today wanted to speak on camera, but we did find out that Ortiz spent last night at a motel in Clewiston and that his new home is in another county. Jane?
Thanks, Frank.